Now, as families across South Africa prepare for the festive season and preparing for the start of the new school year, thousands of preschool children actually face a heartbreaking reality. Now, many children have lost access to feeding programs at schools, with schools and early learning centres closed for the summer holidays. And according to Ladles of Love, up to 12,000 preschool children are actually at risk. Ladles of Love has launched a national campaign to ensure that these vulnerable children receive daily nutritious meals before school reopens in January. But for more, we're joined on the line now by the founder of Ladles of Love, Danny Diliberto. Danny, good morning, and thanks so much for joining us here on Morning Live.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
It's such a heartbreaking situation, and we don't mean to dampen people's spirits, but this is the unfortunate reality that we face during this festive season. And Danny, talk to us about highlighting this plight, and also what would you like South Africans to know and do?
Well, like you said, we do have millions of people living below the poverty line, and as a result, there are millions of kids that suffer the consequences of this. And as you mentioned earlier, a lot of these children get fed through the early childhood development center or the preschool center that they attend daily. And also the challenge is that many children don't attend these ECDs, so they are stranded on the streets because the parents are unemployed or possibly drug addicts or alcoholics. And this is the challenge we have. And during this time, it's difficult for us, and something I actually want to think about going into next year is how do we continue serving these little children over this festive time? And it's all about nutrition. We can give children any type of food, but it's the nutrition. You've got to give them nutritional food to give them the strong foundation they need to go into primary school or junior school.
And then it reminds me of, a stat that I found quite jarring that I came across earlier this year, where it spoke about how more than a quarter of our children under the age of 5 are actually stunted. So again, speaks to how critical it is for school readiness that children actually receive a nutritious meal, Danny. And it's something that cannot be underestimated, but the reality is that for most South Africans, they're probably not aware of this.
Yeah, look, I must tell you, before Ladles of Love, and I was introduced to the early childhood development sector during COVID only, and I got to see how little help that they were receiving, both on government and private sector, and also the challenge with the stigma attached to donating money towards food. People believe that if we donate money to food, um, it's like we put in this hand up, hand out approach, and that's also the message we're trying to change within Ladles of Love and to change to society as a whole. That without nutrition, I'm not talking food, I'm talking nutrition. Without nutrition, these children have no hope of change. A stunted child will struggle for the rest of their life. And stunting is reversible before the age of 5. So as long as we can get to that child before the age of 5, we can at least stop the stunting. And that then gives them, like you said, the foundation to move into the school. So it is it is my drive, my personal drive, when we talk to corporates, when we talk to people, that we really need to take care of children and that nutrition is the foundation of change. Without nutrition, there is no hope for these children. So we will continue to drive that message.
Danny, you estimate that there may be approximately 12,000 children in the country who need this support urgently, and this includes the 9,000 that Ladles of Love already serves, 3,000 more that are waiting for help. So what does this figure represent in practical terms for communities, for classrooms, and also how Ladles of Love is able to manage just the sheer numbers for this campaign?
So there's actually, our goal is to reach the 12,000 children. There are a lot more children that are subject to malnutrition and stunting. it's just our drive to get to as many children as we can. We're currently on around 10,000 children a month that we support with 2 nutritious meals a day through the ECDs. And we want to get that to 12,000. My big, hairy, audacious goal is actually to get it to 20,000. So we are calling on people and individuals, on corporates, to partner with us. It's not about a once-off donation. It's about becoming a monthly donor. It's about supporting a child. Even if one person can support one child, that is one more child that has an opportunity of hope and change. So we just keep on pushing and encouraging people to partner with us. I don't look for donations. I look for partners, and that's really what I will continue to do and drive so that we can get to 12,000 to 20,000 and as many children as we can. We are in 3 provinces at the moment, and within the 3 provinces, we want to grow the number of children that we are supporting.
Danny, how does South Africa help? How can we help? You talk about, partnering and making sure that at least one child is. How do we go about doing that?
We've really made it simple. You go onto our website, ladlesoflove.org.za. It costs around 300 Rand a month to feed a child 2 nutritious meals a day. So go online and sign up a monthly recurring donation for 300 Rand, 600 Rand, 900 Rand, whatever you can afford, and sponsor that child and stay with us and let us look after these children together, because it's an ongoing. And for corporates, we encourage them to partner with an ECD. So tell us what donation you can afford monthly, and we will partner them with an ECD. So they can donate, say, 10,000 Rand a month. That will support an entire ECD of, say, 40 children. And that's how we are asking people. Just go onto our website, ladlesoflove.org.za, or email Jane at ladlesoflove.org.za if you're a corporate and you want to partner with us.
Well, Danny, hopefully many people will heed this message. Thanks so much for the work that you do. Danny Diliberto, who's the founder of Ladles of Love, speaking about how Ladles of Love's campaign is to ensure that vulnerable preschool children aren't left behind, especially during this festive period, during the holidays as a whole, and of course before the start of their primary school careers. So if you are able to, perhaps spare a thought of just partnering with Ladles of Love and supporting one child at 300 Rand per month. And you can go onto their website for more details.